The latest report I'm seeing on social media is suggesting a very heartbreaking story concerning the Mlolongo 4. So this is what blogger Cyprian Nyakundi has just shared a few minutes ago, that two more remains believed to be part of the four men abducted from Mlolongo on December 17th are likely at the city mortuary. Their families now suspect the unidentified remains delivered on December 19th belong to Steve Mbisi and Karani Muema. Mortuary attendants informed them that identification will take place on Saturday, that is tomorrow. So you see Steve Mbisi and Karani Muema are the two wenye bado wamekuwa mentioned that they're dead, but it looks like by tomorrow this can be a very tragic to report that all the four of them itakuwa walipoteza maisha. So here we are talking about the abductions and the extrajudicial killings. Remember these Mlolongo 4 were abducted on 16th and 17th. Date 16, that is just as Mutumwa and Martin Mwai were found yesterday, whose bodies were identified yesterday. These two were abducted on the 16th of December, and the two now, that is Steve Mbisi and Karani Muema, were abducted on the following day, that is on 17th of December 2024, and now it looks like these two are also dead. So it is really a sad moment as Kenyans that we are going back to what the president promised to end, the extrajudicial killings and abductions. Remember, during the Ease campaign, President William Ruto really stood firm to say that what the country was witnessing happened in Yala River is not going to happen again. And it is so sad that now we are back in that moment. Now we are back in that moment whereby Kenyans can just be abducted, killed. It just goes like that. So something really need to be done. I was following the court case yesterday whereby the police IG, Kanja, and DCI CEO were in court. What they were saying was not really impressing, because they were like, we don't know what you are doing. These are the institutions put in place to ensure that Kenyans are safe. Whether these Mlolongo 4 were because I'm seeing the reports suggesting otherwise, that these were a case of a deal gone so. Whether it is like that or not, nobody should be abducted and killed just like that. We are a democratic country. We have laws that should handle this. We have courts and all that. The police must end this. IG Kanja must do something. These institutions are being funded heavily. They're getting a lot from the taxpayers, from the budget. They get a good share from the budget. So why is it proving difficult for them to handle these issues? No. That should not be the case. So I believe that the police and the DCI and NIS will end these. They should end these with immediate effect. I've also seen a few minutes ago PS Cabinet Secretary Public Service, that is Justin Muturi, talking about the same and calling out President William Ruto, telling him that you are sleeping on the job. We cannot, young people cannot be disappearing just like that, because these are people with families. How do you feel that one moment you are with your family, the next is being unapata report that was abducted, the next report you're getting is that the body is in a city mortuary. This is wrong. This is unacceptable. This is not the Kenya that we want. We want a Kenya that is so safe. We are not feeling safe, especially the young people of this country. And I'm seeing this discussion also happening online. People are saying that what did the young people of this country do to this government? Because so far from between June 2024 to now, to now, many young people were abducted. Many young people lost their lives in unclear circumstances, and this should not go on. We must stop this. Politics notwithstanding, we must end abductions in this country. Whether I support President William Ruto's policy, whether I not am against his policies, I must not be abducted because I am against President William Ruto. It is in my constitutional right to support and to call out the government. So it is wrong for the state to abduct young people because they are against their policies, because they are not supporting them. It is not, it is wrong, it is wrong. And since the president had promised to end this, we want to see this happen. We want to see this happen. This is not the Kenya that we want. This is not the country that we want. So now here we have Mlolongo 4 who just disappeared, and now it is their bodies being discovered. This is heartbreaking. This is saddening. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Institution put in place to handle such matters must also be seen to be working. It looks like Kenyans are on their own. Like just people can be just abducted like that, disappeared, and nothing is going to happen. Nobody atashikwa, nobody. Yani, it is really scary. It is really scary. These should be the last cases of people being abducted, and the next story we are getting is their bodies being discovered. This should be them Mlolongo 4 should be the last stories we hear about this, because we really need to shape up as a country, and the government of the day must work on this. Kenyans are so tired. Kenyans cannot live like that. We have a lot that is already disturbing us economically, socially. Yani, there is a lot that Kenyans are handling at the moment, and also adding to this that we are living in fear. No, it should not be like that. So it is really sad, and just for the families of the Mlolongo 4, it is really sad. We are very sorry. We are against all this. We are against all this. Whether they did what or what, we are against all these abductions. And we are really sorry for you. You know, losing your person, unatafuta your relative for like more than a month. And the next story you're getting is their body was discovered. It is really heartbreaking. This is really, I don't even know the correct words to use just to condemn these abductions, extrajudicial killings. All these must be stopped in this country. It must end. This is Kenya. We want a Kenya whereby freedom of speech is respected, regardless. So for the president, we are asking you, please end abductions. Please end extrajudicial killings. Please end enforced disappearances. Let Kenyans enjoy their freedom of speech. Whether they are with you on your policies or they're against it, let them enjoy the freedom of speech. Is all what we want. There is a lot that Kenyans are so struggling with. They're struggling with the cases of unemployment. We have a lot that is going on amongst young people in this country. And now, just people living in fear. We are not supposed to take to that. Our country should not go to that directions. No, it should not. So that is it for me for now. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.